Hello audience, welcome back to a Soviet stream. With bad Soviet accent. I need food, comrade.
I do not have food.
Why you no have food?
I don't know. Do I look like fucking US asshole?
What about the farms? Is this turning into the failed USSR?
It might be, comrade.
I see sugarcane growing nice, but farms not so good.
Well, it is not going to grow overnight, so let us sleep now, comrade.
I found some carrots. If I don't eat, I starve.
Alright. You sleep in bed in village.
Yes, I sleep in tent bed. Carrots fill me up. I name stream later. Start now. Go live. I said go live, блядь. Блядь! Comrade, I just noticed something.
What is that, blip?
House look weird from village.
Yes, we should tear down house and build entirely new house anyways.
How you want build? You still want stilts?
No. We build entirely new style house.
We
All
bu-
tree house.
We be treehouse?
Yes, blip.
No Soviet mansion.
No.
Blade. Oh wait, I'm not streaming anymore. What is this? Oh nope, I am. Why? Why would you do that?
I didn't know you had a wolf right there.
Bruh! Are you stupid? You better not kill the wolf. That was your own fault. Did you just... Comrade, did you just hit the wolf? Or was that... Okay, wolf is fine. Wait, is... Okay, that's my wolf. We are fine.
Give me rotten meat you stole from me.
How much did you have, comrade?
There you go, blip. I heal your dog.
Thank you, comrade. So, no Soviet mansion. Treehouse. Why treehouse?
It will definitely be grand, but it will be very, very large tree house.
I feel like we should just build a regular house, but grand house. And not this mushroom
no,
cloud bullcrap. This pizdiets.
Hey, don't talk shit about fucking mushroom cloud, alright?
No,
We all know
I
that-
know
You know what happened to our Ukrainian allies.
I don't talk crap about mushroom cloud. I talk crap about mushroom cloud shaped house we have.
We are moving away from this place, blip.
Why?
Because I said so.
Comrade, we are moving away from village.
Yes.
Why, comrade?
Village is secretly gulag.
Comrade, we didn't finish restoring it. Why? It w- it was-
Hold on a second.
It was coming along nicely. We have many mines. We are doing great.
Comrade! Comrade!
Comrade,
I found unlooted pyramid.
Unlooted. Where, comrade? You bring loot back, okay?
It is secret, comrade.
No, you bring loot back, okay?
I live here now, Bliat.
What? What you mean you live there now, comrade? What about village? We were going to create and populate. Create the next Soviet Union. And now you just want to turn into Gulag and move away.
Oy, Pizdets, you're right. What am I thinking?
You remember now, comrade. I work on paths more. I think I demolish his farm and move it. Actually, that's exactly what we were going to do.
No, we leave farm exactly where farm is.
No, we were going to move farm
no.
down the farmhouse.
No, Bliat, hold on. We leave the ones that are there where they are, because if we move them, the villager farmers will be too spread out and they will not be able to find their crop beds.
But comrade, they will all be in one place, which is over there behind the farmhouse.
Yes, but this is problem.
How is problem?
Also, I am lost.
How are you lost?
I went to go loot temple, and then I get lost.
Comrade, you don't remember coordinates.
We Pizdets.
Suka!
Bliat.
I am going to die soon.
Suka, I have no food.
I don't have much food either, comrade. You need to go loot more villages for hay.
We need to stop relying on villages as crutch.
I told you this already, but you didn't listen. Oh no. Oh no. Where did hotbar go? Oh, there it is. I hit F1 by accident.
You say we need to eat more. That is different.
What you mean I say we need to eat more? We just need to grow. Grow crops. We need to find potatoes, comrade, so we can restart the Soviet Union. I only have one viewer, Bliat. We missed a house, Bliat. This still is mossy cobblestone. And bed. How did we miss? Comrade, did you die?
No, I am walking back.
It's good.
Village is in sight.
It is good, comrade. This house is worst house I see yet. It's all mossy cobblestone.
Comrade,
Yes, comrade.
I find pig.
Kill pig.
I think we should lure pig with carrot.
That's better idea, comrade. Do it.
When we get two, we start farmhouse for pig.
Well, we
I
have
guess you could call it a pig pen.
we have farmhouse, comrade. We just need to extend.
Yes, we need to fix that farmhouse anyways because we want to make actual stable, yes?
Yes, comrade, that will be stable, plus storage if we need it. Maybe silo.
Also, I think we make second floor and we use that to store our extra hay.
How about attic, comrade?
No, we
Second
make like traditional hay loft.
So we make it a barn.
Yes.
It will need minor redesign, but I think it will work.
Of course it will.
But
It
we
was
will.
supposed to be barn in the first place, but Mojang retarded.
Yes, smudging retarded. Instead of cobblestone, we make it out of wood though. Traditional barn.
Hey, guess what?
Blit.
I find secret food stash with 8 stacks of bread.
How, comrade? Where?
But I throw all the bread into lava.
Comrade, why?
I am just kidding, comrade. There is no secret stash of bread or secret stash of food.
What happened to banners that were here?
I don't know, please, that's.
This symbol of how many raids we survive. Who is the Blit that... No, who is the Suka that put them all in separate chests? Oh, we still miss some.
I think it is Logan last time because he will not stop fucking with this.
I bet it was Logan. Alright, comrade, I think I will get to work on barn.
Wait, comrade, it is getting dark. We should sleep.
Suka. So, comrade, barn design, should it be wood or cobblestone?
Both.
Both. So cobblestone frame with wood walls. I like. I get to work immediately.
Actually, no. I think we just do wood. Wood will be better.
I like cobblestone frame. But I take all the middle out and replace with wood and logs.
Sounds like good idea, comrade.
Yes, comrade.
It is like reverse of how rest of village is designed.
Yes, comrade.
And I will finish fixing up all the other houses.
Do it, comrade. We need more trees.
Do you have X?
I have X. Yes.
Give, Liam.
Comrade, you need to chop down tree when you get time. It been here for too long, floating, defying the laws of gravity. It must be crushed under Soviet rule.
Wait, pizdeats.
What is wrong, comrade? Comrade, what is wrong?
There is hidden logs inside of tree.
Yes, pizdeats. I know. That's why I said chop them down, please. I need lots of cobblestone to finish frame.
Real talk, though, I think we should drop the Russian accents. It's starting to hurt.
Yeah, it is. You heard me starting to stroke out several times, didn't you? Like, it wasn't starting to hurt.
Not even
It was
doing
just...
it right.
Yeah, it wasn't starting to hurt. It was just getting repetitive to the point where I started losing the accent.
Ah, Pizdex.
Hey, comrade,
What?
should I make 4 block tall on each floor, or see, I'm doing it again. Should I make the each floor like 4 blocks tall, or should I extend it just a bit for effect?
What was the question?
All right, say floor 1, right? Say the loft is 4 blocks above floor 1. All right, that's by default. Should I raise it up a bit, raise the ceiling of the first floor a bit, or keep it at like that one with that 1 block clearance between the roof and your head?
Well, it needs to be taller because we're putting horses in it.
I mean, yeah, but the 4 block clearance is enough. Or the 4 blocks tall is enough.
No, but I'm saying we should give it higher clearance so that horses can also get in there.
I mean, I see that. So are we gonna have an actual traditional second floor, or are we gonna actually go with a loft, which spans the edges of the barn?
We're gonna go with a loft. You probably know more about loft building than I do because I don't live in a southern state. but
I
you
mean
do.
that's offensive, but okay. I see where your logic is.
I mean, I don't see how that's offensive.
It's just it's
just-
not quite offensive. It's just weird. 1, 2, 3,
It's
4.
just statistics.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But assuming every southern person has been in contact with somebody with a barn or owns a barn is flawed logic.
I mean, you can say what you want. I'm not gonna change my opinion.
How big should
I
the
don't
barn
have
be?
to.
I feel like making it a bit overkill, just to make it look good. But then it'll be like the center of the village. It's definitely gonna be the biggest structure in the village so far. But I feel like making it overkill. What should I do? Like, come look real quick.
Yeah, I like the current structure.
Like, this is fine, but I kind of want to extend
This is
it out.
definitely not going to be the biggest building.
I mean, yeah, but We
Also,
haven't-
why are you making it L-shaped?
it's not gonna be L-shaped. This is all gonna be like a room too. I'm just giving you a reference. I feel like expanding it out like this and
A barn is one giant room with stalls. There is no second room.
no, that's not what I meant. I'm gonna take out this wall, and this is gonna be a part of the barn, is what I'm saying. And I feel like I'm gonna cut it off like right about here, and make it an abnormal shaped barn
No?
with some room. It gives it a bit of like flavor because it's not just square.
But barns are supposed to be square.
I mean, this isn't a traditional barn though. It's more like a horse stable, and nothing. There's no rule specifically stating that a barn has to be square.
I mean, have you seen a barn that's not square?
Check your DMs.
BRB, my roommate's having a shit fist. A
Ouch.
Shit fit.
Fist. All right, I sent him a picture in our DMs of a non-square barn because they do exist. Not quite to the degree that I'm trying to make it, but they do exist. Let's see. I'm thinking actually this is going to be another room, but it's not going to be part of the main room. It's going to be a room by itself, and it's going to only be at the 1 floor mark, and maybe it has an attic that extends into the loft. I think that would be a nice idea. But for now, I'm just going to focus on building the central structure. Oh, I also have to replace that. This isn't as efficient. I miss the old Minecraft. I recently watched a video called A Tribute to Minecraft. It's a pretty old video back in 2018. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of it, but... Oh, shoot, what the frick was that? I did not like that. Something was on my knee, and it felt like a bug. I do not like that. It was a bug. That's exactly what it was. Aha! Where's my bowling pin? Oh. Oh, no. It got away. Oh, nope. There it is. Don't you do it! Ah, it's behind my dresser! Yes, this is a live killing of a bug. And yes, I said bowling pin. Get off my wall, you atrocity! Die. You crawled on my knee. That was your first mistake. Your second mistake was trying to hide on top of my white sock. It's a cockroach for reference. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see. It's a basement. You know, I live in a basement. That's not hard to believe. But how did it get in? Where did it come from? Actually, I guess it's not that implausible that it got in from anywhere, really, because it's a bug. I digress. It's... I made a bigger deal out of it than I should have. I just got a little riled up.
I'll be back. I gotta do some conflict resolution. So you're gonna be alone for like 20 minutes.
Oh no. Alright. Well, I'll keep talking to keep the audience entertained.
Alright.
No! And bug is disposed of. Alright. Back into my pitch black room, except for my dual monitors. Weird flex, but not really. Oh, Unfortunately, this is a locally hosted Worlds. I don't like those minecart sounds. Unfortunately, this is a local hosted world, so he can't just leave. He has to stay in order for the world to stay up. And what that means is I've got to survive the night on hard difficulty, which arguably shouldn't be very difficult for a veteran player like me. But the veteran player like me has never really taken Minecraft seriously at any point during my Minecraft career. Especially since I kind of just didn't play Minecraft for a bit. Oh, wait. Okay, that roof was just looking weird. So, a little difficult. Oh my god, I've got creepy crawlies now. Just imagining that bug crawling on my knee has got my skin just like crawling, and I feel like there's another bug on my knee, and there's not. Woo. I'm not scared of bugs because, you know, it was clearly on my sock, and I didn't quite freak out. I just got a bit riled up. But it was on my sock. Wait a minute. This is not how that should be. Hold on. Do I have any more iron? I don't know. Alright, I feel like this front section should stay one floor, and then it extends up past that little entryway. And then I should do the same on the other side. And then maybe we'll have a side room somewhere where it can be like a small storage area, along with a loft. A lot of this is like really pointless design, but it's going to look good. And that's basically the whole point of this. So I'm just going to talk for a bit. The tribute to Minecraft video, I know it's old, and I know a lot of you may have already seen it, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway, because I feel like it. One of the points that really shook me the most that the dude was talking about was Minecraft... Whoa. Oh my god, you scared me, I'm sorry. Minecraft is not knowing how to play Minecraft, essentially is what he said. You know, it's that first dirt hut you built, that first creeper you probably ran away from, You know, that first night where you just kind of stayed hidden in that dirt hut, wondering what was out there. You know, that first time you heard a zombie breaking down a door and thought that it was a zombie breaking through the wall because you didn't know any better. Yes, I speak from experience on that. My first house was arguably in a mountain, or a part of a mountain, a smaller one, which probably attributes to my my love of mountains today in Minecraft. I like housing in them because they're just so easy to house in. And they're great. So, you know, that original dirt house wasn't really a square hut. I just found kind of like a little dip in the ground and a hole essentially, and I just covered over it with dirt. And it was pitch black, mind you, because I didn't know torches existed. And honestly, I was scared to mine. I found a cave that was a distance away from my first house. And the first time I went there, I found a creeper and got blown up and was scared out of my mind. And this is back in 2012, mind you, where I was actually a little kid with a pirated copy of Minecraft. Because that's how I got introduced to Minecraft. Actually, no. I take that back. What introduced me to Minecraft was the show Mad on Cartoon Network, I believe it was. And they had this part that was that they basically dubbed Mine in Order, because it was based off of Minecraft, but it was like a criminal thing, you know, kind of like Law and Order. And somebody had been murdered or something, and it was just basically this. It made fun of Minecraft, but in a humorous way, and it was great. So I looked it up. I just kind of did a Google search on my crappy little laptop, and I came up with Minecraft, just out of the blue. I don't quite remember what led me to that result, but I know that it was a result. And I looked into it more, and I eventually got into trying to play it. And back then, it was simple to pirate Minecraft. Actually, what I did was, there was this website that you could play Minecraft on for the first time. And you could play it on the website. And what the website would do, it would create a file on your computer, which was the .minecraft file. You know, and it had all the .jars and stuff. And after that, you could download the launcher. And you could play offline, and it would play. And that was the extent of that. Later, Open to LAN, the option was added, and my brother was able to play with me. I do kind of regret introducing them to Minecraft, but then again, Minecraft was a big part of our history, a big part of our past, and I probably wouldn't be the same guy that I am today without Minecraft, honestly. And that's kind of why I'm talking about Minecraft, because just seeing that one video brought such feelings of nostalgia to me. And it really took me back to that first world. That's not what I wanted to make, but I guess it's there now. It really... And there's the music. There is the music. One of the key points of Minecraft was... arguably, it's music. Now, today, people will say that its music was a masterpiece. But back then, the music was nothing. The music was actually something people turned off. And people still turn it off. But to the people who really played Minecraft... and had it as a large part of their childhood, even if we turn the music off, we remember it. Because we did listen to it for a little bit. And it was that music that brings back the feelings. And people say the music hasn't changed much at all. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't actually compared the tracks from today and the tracks from back then. I think there are some slight differences. Maybe the tracks were remastered in a way. They're a bit higher quality than the others were. Don't take me up for my word on that. But it's just... Back then was a great time to be alive. And it's still a great time to be alive. I'm rambling and I'm going off track. I'm ADD, and that's very easy to do. And I'm mainly just talking to fill the audio so it's not as boring, to give some feeling to this stream. So I'm just going to keep talking. But anyway, back to that. The dude, he would go through his old Minecraft worlds, and he would talk about his friends that he hasn't talked to since middle school. By the way, that hit me hard. It hit a lot of people hard. Because I have friends that I haven't talked to since middle school. that were a part of my Minecraft career, and it was a great time back then. I had this one world. No, I'm gonna back it up a bit. I had this one. There was this one quote friend of mine. We had got a rocky history, but I'd still say that we're pretty good friends. This is back on the Xbox days after I had broken my laptop because I punched the screen out because I got mad. I don't do that anymore, by the way. I have more respect for computers now because I know the power of computers and I know the cost of computers because I build them. Not for a living. I can take this computer of mine, this custom built rig, apart and put it back together. It's not really much impressive. I'm just saying it's part of my skill set. Where was I? Oh yeah, back on the Xbox days. I had this one dude, and he was basically part of a Redstone community. And they just kind of played around with Redstone and found different ways to exploit it, especially when the Redstone update came that brought comparators and everything in. I never really got big into comparators. I was an old style Redstone dude, and I did stuff the old way. But I got jealous of him basically, and I decided to create my own Redstone community. And I got quite a few members. I had this one world, which was basically our command central, if you will, and I built it all myself. It's not too impressive, but it was pretty big, and it's pretty nostalgic. You know, just thinking about it. I actually thought, you know, to walk back through it, but I really just don't want to boot up my console right now because that would mean losing one of my displays temporarily. But it was just amazing. It was in, yes, another mountain, but at the base of one. And you had an entryway that was kind of concealed. It started out with just a normal door. I eventually made it a pass-coded door, which arguably wasn't hard to do. And for the longest time, you just walk in, you know, you walk down a hall, and then you just fall down a hole into the base, and there you were in the central room of the base. But I made an elevator. And it was a pretty great elevator. It was pretty fast and pretty smooth. Up until one update, which actually broke it. A lot of the pistons stayed on because I believe of some redstone repeaters. Because everybody knows those were and still are glitchy. They like to hold redstone charge for some odd reason. When there's no active source going to it. But, shoot. It was just a funny little world, and we didn't actually do anything productive. I did a couple of wireless redstone experiments. Experimented with calculators and such. I started to build a calculator, but I got so far in, and then there was this one block. I was building a data bank for the calculator to store its inputs. This is nerd talk. For anybody that knows redstone, you know, you might be able to keep up. And I don't know about anybody else, but I was building a data bank to store the inputs for the calculator. And on one of the data bank lines, there was this one block. And any redstone placed on this one block would glitch out. It was like it would stay on. Sometimes the redstone on it wouldn't turn on. It was just really, really buggy. And that caused me to give up on the calculator because I couldn't fix the bug. It was that one block, and I was trying to build it compact, and I just couldn't get around it. So eventually, I just stopped. I don't know what happened to that world. But, so yeah, that happens. I didn't do much with redstone, arguably. I did most of my work was in building the lab itself. You know, and we had a central area which had a fountain. It was pretty low ceiling, but it was coming along. We had an interview room. We had a rec room, which was basically just a dance floor. We had offices. And then there was this passageway. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was somewhere branching off from the central room. I think it was right next to the rec room, because coming from the entrance, you had the elevator, and then you were looking straight into the room. Over to your left, about, I'd say, 7 blocks was the rec room, and just to the right of the rec room, I believe, was a hallway that led up and out of the mountain. And basically what it led to was an uncovered section of the lab. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm just walking around and wasting time. It led to an uncovered section of the lab, and it was an observatory of sorts. Later, I started to build a type of minecart transportation system, basically a mail system to go throughout the whole base. That ended up getting scrapped because it was inefficient, and I just didn't want to put the time into it. So we had many endeavors. Me and that one dude, that one friend of mine who got the ball rolling for me, we went back and forth a bit, you know, some arguments were had, but I think we're still on relatively decent terms. I just caught up with him today, and he seemed pretty okay with me. After that one world, I went on to a second and started to rebuild. The laboratory never got finished. Because I think that was towards the end of my Minecraft Xbox days. I think a little after that, I got a PC. And once which is this current rig, by the way. This rig is just upgraded from what it was back then. That's a pillager. Hey, buddy, I don't like you. But no. After I got this PC, things really changed for me. I stopped console gaming. I stopped like asking for my Xbox Live membership to be renewed because my parents funded that. I just stopped on Xbox, and that was the end of my Xbox days. Once I got this PC, it was all over, and I think that's how it is with a lot of people. Once they get something that they basically call better, they just stop using what they used before, like my console. My PC is by far better than my console, and I don't touch the console anymore. I've got a 360 and an Xbox One, and both of them really haven't been touched much. In fact, they're not even in my room. They're upstairs because my parents and my sister were using them to watch movies. Yeah. Another reason why I wouldn't boot up my console, I actually look at my worlds. But yeah, that's really how it goes. Once you get something better, you don't go back unless you want to get that feeling of nostalgia, which I think here in the next few days I will go back and get that feeling of nostalgia once again. Because it was a great feeling. A really great feeling. It's good to go back and reminisce on your roots, your old days. You know, just something about it makes some people tear up, and then other people, they'll just start to stare off into space. It's just something about remembering your roots changes people temporarily. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why it happens. There's just something about the past that catches the human attention. What the frick was that? Okay. And I don't know. I really don't know where I was going with that. I'm just really nostalgic right now, remembering the old times. Back to the tribute video, the dude talked about the world that he wanted to be his one world that him and his friends played on. And he did so many things to it to make it awesome for both him and his friends. He had a minecart track that was miles long and was really the main point of the world. You know, and he rode some of it on camera. He showed us the mob grinders he built, the first house he built, the other houses he built. And it was just, it reminded me of the old days. It reminded me of that first world. It reminded me of that dirt hut and that cave with all the creepers in it that scared the living daylights out of me. And it made me feel good. Because I'm glad to have those memories. I'm sad that they're gone, but I'm glad that they happened. Because there's something that attributes to my personality. And I may not have the best personality in the world, but I think I'm really great person, and that can be taken. There's another pill. Oh my God, they're everywhere. That can be taken as conceited, but call me conceited if you will. I think I'm a pretty great guy, and I owe that to my past. I may not have hung around with the best crowd, but we were all kids sometime. We all did bad things, and a lot of us turned out fine. Maybe a little messed up in the head, but hey, that's just how it is. Nobody keeps their innocence forever. Oh, I'm about to kill him. Accidentally, of course. But nobody keeps their innocence forever, and that's one shocking thing about it. As you, when you're a child, you seem to have all the time in the world. Like, a year is so long. And as you grow up, as you see more years, the years just get shorter and shorter till you're rushing to the end of the year, and oh, it's already New Year's, and let's do it again. And it's just, it's so shocking how fast time passes. I'm gonna throw an egg at that pillager. Oh, that had significantly less drop than I thought it would. But yeah, great times. Oh, that was a trough. Never mind. I shouldn't be digging in right here. Just really great memories. A lot of people try to forget their past because they don't like being nostalgic and they don't like being emotional, but I don't think that's the way to go about things. I think you should remember your past because your past is what defines you. People may not like to admit it, but that's how it is. And it's just a really great thing. Back on topic. After watching that video, I tried to get in contact with a lot of my old friends. You know, I researched names they had given me in previous I researched names they'd give me in chats that we had been in together. I found a couple of them. Only one is answered so far, and it was the friend that introduced me to the Redstone community game. And he doesn't seem to be doing too well for himself, but I've only talked to him for all of 5 minutes before he got offline. He still plays on console, it seems, which isn't bad, but he's also got a YouTube channel, which I will not name because it's dead. That needs to be taller. And he's not a bad guy. We've just had our run-ins, that's all. And we've made mistakes. We were kids. I'm trying to keep this little nostalgia train going, but honestly, I'm running out of thoughts to put out that I haven't already said. Like, I'm not trying to organize my thoughts at all. I'm just kind of putting them out there. I know I'm probably doing this really inefficient. It's just, hush. Yeah. Good times. I've tried revisiting console a couple of times, but the Java-less version of Minecraft just really can't beat the traditional. You know, Minecraft may have gone. Minecraft may be under new management now. Mojang may be under new management now. You know, Notch isn't affiliated with Mojang much anymore. In fact, I think he's rather hated by a lot of the team because of what he did. He's the fact that he sold Mojang, but don't take me up for that. I haven't done my research on it. There's been a lot of changes to Minecraft, like the pillagers, and you know, look, just the acacia biome that's right there, for Pete's sake. That definitely wasn't in 1.2.5, and I can attest to that. But dude, looking back, I also remember servers that I've been on, and I didn't really have much of a. I didn't really have much on those servers, but there was one specific one I remember, and it was called. What was it? Atmony. I never really visited many parts of the server. I went to the competitive district once. It was a theme server. It was kind of modern-esque, but it was a kingdom type deal. I don't know quite how to explain it. But I had a bar. And on the opening night of said bar, this random how did I just do that? Okay. The night of its opening, this random dude shows up and just gives me hundreds of dollars for absolutely no reason in game currency. And that memory alone just kind of makes me feel warm because it's one of the great memories I had because I'm a big role player now, as people probably have seen just through my personality. It's fun. And back then I was basically role playing a barkeeper, you know? And that one night alone was memorable for me. Because I didn't ask the guy to donate. I was just like, here's some bread, here's some water. Type the command /moonshine, and you'll get hit with some drunk effects, and you'll see floating blocks everywhere. You know, you just trip out. And it was true. You'd see like diamond blocks and everything just floating in the air, replacing other blocks. You know, you had nausea. Your vision like turned green, I think. And it was funny. Really funny. That server died out. They had that. I got banned actually because servers back then had, or from what I've seen, servers had this kind of suffocation lag bug that every now and then you take damage from some unknown source, and basically what had happened was I took damage just randomly, and then at that exact moment, the current owner of the server had flown right by me right after I took the damage. So I just kind of asked out in chat, said, "Hey Thosqua," because that was his name. "Did you just hit me?" And he's like, "No, I did not." And I was like, "Oh, because I just took damage. Thought maybe you hit me." I think he took offense to that, and I think that's how I got banned. I had been in some trouble before. I went to this one dude's house and just kind of hid in several different places. I dug under his ground, hold myself up there till he figured it out. I'd hold up in his basement, and I don't know why. Just child antics. Oh no. Nico needs to get back here. This isn't even a village. It's got no villagers yet. And yet they're here. I don't know why they keep raiding us. They keep doing it. Here I am just getting some wood, and they're aiming their guns at me. Their guns. Their crossbows at me. Anyway. There was another server. It was like VL33T.com, I think it was. Also a server that isn't active anymore. Doesn't exist anymore, I should say. I don't know what happened to it. VL33T server. Oh, is it still here? MC.VL33T.com. It may still be a thing, but it seems to be a faction server now. Yeah. It seems to be a faction server right now. Back then, it was just a catch-all server. It just kind of was a little bit of everything, just a general hangout server. Everybody had their little role. Some people were barkeepers. Everybody did a thing. I worked for a barman, made a little bit of money, was able to buy some blocks, and started building myself this mansion of a house. never got past the base. Because again, PC came around. No, wait. This was during PC. No. I think this is around the time I broke the laptop that I was using at the time. I'm not sure. I don't think I've been on that server with this particular device. But, you know, I had this whole thing going for me, that server too. And I remember the day of the Emerald update. I logged, it was anticipated. I knew about it before, and I was ready for it. I was just utterly ready. And I was so excited. Because in my little child mind, I was like, hey, I'm gonna build emerald tools! Because every single mineral, except lapis, which I probably just didn't really know about at the time, or didn't have much to do with at the time. You know, every single mineral had to have a use, right? And the server was pretty hyped for Emerald too for some reason. I can't quite remember why, but they were pretty hyped for Emerald as well. So I log on to the server after the update, and people were already just, you know, conversing, trading, you know, just doing things with emeralds. I ran by this one dude who was giving this other dude emeralds, and I stole emeralds enough to make a pickaxe. So I can get back to my little base that I was currently building, and I tried to make an emerald pickaxe. And it didn't work. Now, back at the time, I just couldn't comprehend why it didn't work. I was just like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. So I looked up, you know, how to make an emerald pickaxe, and there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And poor little me was disappointed. Because, shoot, wouldn't you? You know, you're a young kid, probably not even the age of 12, 13, and the Emerald update comes around, and you are just so obsessed with making this tool, and you try to make said tool, and you can't. And I was just like, all in the chat, how do you make emerald tools? How do you make emerald tools? And I think people mainly ignored me because why wouldn't you? You know? There was a lot of people on. At one point, there was a dude that came on that was impersonating Skyda's Minecraft. And at the time, I thought it was real because, again, little kid. Wouldn't you? And it was just so much. So many fond memories. And just thinking back on it all, it's got me really nostalgic.
Alright, faggot, I'm back.
Oh, hey, I've just been talking about my past in a really nostalgic way the entire time you've been gone. Like, I have not shut up the entire time.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Why?
I just had to deal with 30 minutes of two of my roommates arguing about a bag of cheese.
What? That's... okay. Hey, go look at the screenshot I sent you in your DMs. That's a non-square barn.
Yeah, I saw it.
I think I'm gonna build sort of a non-square barn, but it's gonna have just like a tiny entry hall. Just like you've got that little entryway where where these fences are gonna be. I think I'm gonna turn that into an entrance. That, or I'm gonna keep the entrance on the side. And then the rest of it's going to be kind of square, and it's just going to rise above the entryway. The entryway is not going to expand.
As long as it's a big building where we can put horses with a loft for hay, I don't care.
Well, are you seeing it right now? It's detailless because this is just like a... I'm just constructing the basic structure right now, and then we'll add stuff. But, yeah, this other side's actually going to be a thing, and it lines up with the wall for the other side, too. So it will be a square barn. It's just going to have that little section on the front. So yeah, I kind of want to keep talking about my past, but I have a feeling that you're going to get irritated because you honestly don't care and you don't like talking. But then again, I'm also like really nostalgic right now. I've been talking about all the servers.
Why do we have another well here? What is this for?
What do you mean another well? There's
Just
only
fucking.
that's the well
Why is it attached to our main lake area?
because I thought it would be a cool little detail.
All right, fair enough. You
So
said
yeah.
you wanted to get rid of the crop beds. Are we gonna do that?
Yeah, but we've got to repurpose some land next to the farmhouse. Also, you may have noticed, I don't know if they're still there or not, but there have been pillagers lurking around the village for the longest time. I don't know where they went. I killed one. And I was just kind of skirting away from them when I could because you weren't here to help. And I think they all despawned, which was a miracle. The leader dude was over here with his little banner and everything. But yeah, I think they
Hey, there's
despawned.
more horses across the water.
Neat.
I'm gonna go take my saddle off my horse, and then I'm gonna start bringing them over here.
All right. So, you're
Which means they're
past
all
with
gonna be
Minecraft.
trained under my name, but that's fine because you already have a horse.
I mean, yeah. You're past with Minecraft. How was it? Like, how did you get introduced to Minecraft, and how long have you been playing?
Hold on. So, what was the question?
How you're past with Minecraft, basically. How long have you been playing? What are some fond memories you have, and how big of a portion of your life has it been?
Well, it's been a pretty long part of my life. I've been playing it basically since it came out. I've been playing since fucking what do they call it?
ImpDev?
Dev, yeah. Sorry, my brain's a bit frazzled after that giant argument.
My brain is the same way after arguments, especially with my mom. So it happens.
But yeah, I've been playing basically since InfDev. I've experienced a lot of fun things in this game, especially the Farlands. That was one of my most favorite things about this game.
I don't think I ever got to see the Farlands. I learned about it a little too late. But I think I missed out a pretty cool feature, you could say, of the game. But I think I know what it was. I think I know relatively what it was like, so. Do you have any like other fond memories, like servers you played on? I named several servers that I remember, or a couple servers that I remember playing on and had a big hand in.
I don't really have a whole lot of fond memories about servers in particular. I've had a lot of falling outs during my time.
You've been playing longer than I have, so.
Up in some pretty fucking crazy shit happening.
You care to explain, or too many bad memories?
Well, there was this one guy called SWS, and he wanted me to be a moderator on his server. Never really defined clear rules on how I was supposed to conduct myself. You know, I tried not to be an asshat, but there was one thing that he got pissed about, which was that I was teleporting to players. He never said I couldn't do that. But then when he found out I was doing it, he got super pissed and he fucking unmoderated me and banned me.
That's some crap, dude.
Huh?
That's some crap.
So I got my revenge.
And what was that?
Well, I had another admin on the inside that was one of my buddies, and then I explained what happened to him, and I had him secretly unban me when all the other staff were offline. There was just some normies online. And so he unbans me, and then we went. First of all, what we did was we found all the locations of bases through /home. Or not /home, but like he had access to the server configs and I didn't. So
Mhm.
he just pulled up the essentials file, the config file that had all the homes in it.
Mhm.
We visited all the coordinates of all the homes, torched them all to the ground, blew them up with TNT, banned everyone that had ever joined via another list that was stored, and then after that we blew up the entire spawn with more TNT, and then we crashed the server using an exploit that was very popular at the time, which was to make a lag machine with pistons and sand.
Huh. Did he not have a backup of the server?
No, he was a retarded kid.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
When I say retarded kid, I mean he was a kid that acted retarded.
There have been plenty of those in this game.
The funny thing is after all that went down, I was still in the Discord, and then he found that out and he banned me from the Discord.
Rip.
So I contacted him on an alt, and I'm like, "Come on, man, why so salty?" And he wouldn't even respond and just banned my alt too.
Revenge. That's like that should go on r/pro revenge, honestly. That'd be a neat story.
R/pro revenge wouldn't believe it. They'd call me bullshitter.
I mean, there's been a lot more unbelievable stories than that story, so.
Yeah.
Comrade, we have another rogue tree. You care to take it down a peg? Oh, I'm already like chopping it for wood, but I can't reach it all. I don't think.
From now on, whenever we have a great tree like that, we're just gonna leave it.
Why? It's in our
Because
farm.
I don't like cutting them down, and they actually also look pretty well.
It's in our farm, though.
Why did you grow a tree on our farm?
Not our tree farm.
Oh, yeah, we'll leave it. It's not a huge issue.
I mean, it's already kind of mostly chopped down because I needed wood.
Yeah, you can cut that one down, but just don't cut down anymore. There's no point. It makes it a pain in the ass.
Voice mod, I closed you like several hours ago. Why did you just now say voice mod has stopped working?
You probably had a background process.
Huh. I need to uninstall it. I don't even use it. I've got a digital audio workstation that I can just use. Why do I even have voice mod?
Because you're gay.
I mean, I guess I was trying to find a voice changer to begin with, but none of the voice changers were that good and free at the same time. So I was just like, hey, you know what? I've got a DAW. I'll just work with it. And that's what I did.
I don't stream, but when I do recordings, I just use Audacity to edit my audio. Works pretty well.
I mean, it's decent enough. I used to do that.
Unlike what most people do, I process video and audio separately, and then I re-splice them back together afterwards.
I mean, I did the same thing. Now I just put live effects over my voice. And for the most part, it sounds decent.
I don't like doing live streams because sometimes I'll slip up in the middle of the stream and say the N-word.
Well, that's something the stream needed to hear.
I mean, I know that you know that, and I know that you know I don't say it in a racist way.
I mean, yeah. It's just, it's like, PewDiePie wasn't racist when he said it, I don't think. He just kind of said it, and it happened.
Yeah, let's not talk about PewDiePie's situation. Because you know what happened there?
What?
That was an internet hate mob. Those weren't rationally thinking people.
The people who went after him for that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those were social justice warriors. They're all fucking retarded.
Oof.
We need to make like a Matrix style machine, except instead of feeding on normal shit, it just feeds on hate. and then we can power the entire Earth for 1,000,000 years with the hate that the SJWs make in 1 second.
That is a strange idea.
But real talk, though, lightning as an energy source could be something really useful
If we
if we
could,
actually figured out the means to process it.
I mean, I don't think processing it would be difficult. It would be making it occur repeatedly in relatively similar locations, because you got to understand how lightning works. It's
Well,
this.
I do. I did extensive research on this topic.
All right.
In mountainous areas, just on like the peak of one mountain, lightning can occur up to, or not one mountain, but like one mountain range. Mountain can occur up to 44 times per second.
Per second.
Yeah.
I assume you're talking in like a bad electricity storm.
Well, there are a lot of mountains where that stuff is just common.
Huh. Bad lightning storms?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I mean, harnessing lightning wouldn't have any adverse effects on the environment. In fact, it might have good effects. It would stop trees from getting split in half and set on fire.
I mean, that just happens because they're serving as a conductor for the electricity, but
That still doesn't make it not true, though.
yeah.
I mean, on a regular basis, trees do get split in half by lightning.
Yeah. I think I built this floor like one too high.
Hey,
Of
I
the
think
ceiling.
you should sleep, like, right now.
I mean, I survived the night.
I just fought 3 creepers and a fucking zombie. I'm good, man.
I didn't have to fight anything. I just stayed away from mobs.
I think after we do the barn, we should build a townhouse.
Like a city hall, essentially.
No, a town hall, actually, would be the term now. That
Well,
I'm
yeah,
thinking.
a town hall or a village center.
Why is there rotten What the fuck? There is an ominous banner in here.
In where?
There was an ominous banner in one of the smokers for some reason. And it was the one that was missing from the other corner.
Hey, come look at the barn real quick.
Yeah, Logan's a retard. I think we should never play with him again.
I don't think that. He felt rather bad after that session. I'm gonna be honest. He fully well knew he was being a retard, and he felt really bad after that. After we went off on him.
I killed that skeleton that killed you.
Nice. Dang it! I pressed R to like auto sort my inventory, but I don't have inventory tweaks, because this is a vanilla. Curses. You know, for once I actually have the music turned on and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, come to the barn real quick. I need to I think I built the top of this floor one block too high.
I mean, it doesn't matter. The higher it is, the better. Just as long as you don't go to the height of retard height.
Like, just come here. I want to explain my plans to you for a second. If you'll just come inside and shut the door. So, you see you have
After
your
this, I'm gonna go murderize all the chickens except for 2.
You see you have this little entryway right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, what I was thinking of doing was I was gonna have the loft at the level where the wood was, and that's where my problem started coming in. But you'll just think about this. I wanted the loft to curve to intersect the entrance, the top of the entrance, and I wanted it to curve above it. Like, when you say loft, I'm thinking of like a little platform that lines the edges of the barn but sees over into the barn. Right?
Well, what I was thinking is maybe like a 3 wide platform, maybe 4.
Yeah,
And
line it.
then the inside of the part that's facing the inside would have fences.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it was just it's just lining the
like-
edges, right?
So like 1, 2, 3, and then a fence here on the end where I'm standing.
Yeah.
And it would just be flat all the way around.
Yeah, and what I was thinking of doing it was when you got around to the entrance, I was planning on having it like a block lower, and it would basically like just curve over the entrance. But I don't think I'm gonna do that now. I think it's just gonna be flat all the way around. Maybe I'll make a minor modification once we finish the build, but for now I'm just gonna stick with my original
Hey,
plans.
it's like Knep says, it's a washboard for your heart.
Oh
It's
no.
flat.
So is this gonna be the walk space, and are you gonna extend it one block, or? I think this is about it, and we're just gonna have a 2-block walk space. Does that sound all right? Maybe we'll
I
have a.
want to make it 3. I want to make it 3 wide, and then see how it looks, and see if we have room. Because it's gonna be really awkward just having a 1 wide pile of hay against the wall.
Yeah.
It's gonna look really weird.
I might want to extend the dimensions a bit. I don't know.
Also, around the farm, I want to have like a pile of logs bound down by rails.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Eh.
God damn it, now I have to make rails to show you what I'm talking about. Do you have any raw meat?
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna go murderize half the chickens.
Sounds cool, bro.
I can feel the fatigue in your voice.
I wasn't fatigued. That was. I don't know what to call that. That was an emotion, though.
It was a big mood.
I'm not quite fatigued yet. I can still go a little longer.
Hey, there's more eggs.
Neat.
I spawned 1 chicken with 6 eggs. Alright, I killed all the chickens except for 2.
Cool.
Wow, that was only 5 chickens. I'm still gonna be starving after this, probably.
Welcome to Soviet Russia. Well, I bet you just want to kill yourself now.
You don't say.
I'm trying to do something fancy. Ow.
Okay, can you, like, not leave floating trees in the middle of the village?
That floating tree was the rogue tree I was talking about.
Yeah, and that's your responsibility to get rid of.
I was asking you if you could do it,
Yeah, well, I can't.
because I'm building.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's a pain in the ass, and I did it last time because it was my job. I was the one that cut that. I was the one that planted that shiz. So I was the one to cut it down.
Whoa, why'd you censor yourself, bro?
Fuck you.
There you go.
Ooh. I almost. I'm gonna say the N word! Mrs. Obama, get down on the ground!
That was dark.
Here.
Thanks, comrade.
I know you're probably starving too.
And relatively.
It is the way of Soviet Russia. Hey, we have a new traveling merchant. What does he have?
Probably nothing good.
coral, oxide daisy, green dye, light blue dye, gunpowder.
We can get gunpowder from killing creepers.
Alright, this guy's gonna die now. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I mean, you don't
fuck
know
you,
that it. Oh no.
Fuck you. Come back here, you little bitch. No one spits on me and gets away with it. Is this bell functional?
Does that answer your question? Oh no. Nico, why? Nico, why?
There's a hole in my soul and it needs more cowbell.
Oh.
E.
E.
If you couldn't tell, I was trying to fix cowbell to cowbelly,
Oh.
aka the dankest of the meme thieves.
Okay.
There's another fucking banner in this furnace. What the fuck?
Logan!
You asshole! You just sounded like a whimpering dog there.
Almost stop. I speak the language of the cats, not the dogs.
Where's the diamonds? I know we had diamonds. Where did they go?
Had, past tense.
What did you do with our diamonds?
You died with them, remember? Like, we used
What?
them all and then died. And then we haven't gone back to get many diamonds again, so.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We've been sticking with iron tools.
Mostly because if we die with iron, it's like, meh,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. But if we die with diamonds, you know I'll rage quit for the night. Rather,
Yeah.
if I die with diamonds.
I need another axe. I just realized I've got a ton of iron ore in my inventory. Or not a ton, but like 33. Why am I using a regular furnace?
And of course, the game is going to pretend like I don't have the materials for the recipe for rail until I craft it, and then it's gonna suddenly say, "Oh, you remembered how to craft it by hand. Well, here's the fucking useless recipe, anyways. Fuck you." Because that's how Minecraft do, yo.
Yeah, anyway, it does now. I'm so used to my mod pack that I'm just like, I've gotten in the habit of just actively seeking out sugarcane and growing it. So now we've just got like unused sugarcane that's just stacking up.
I mean, that's gonna be useful late game.
Is it though?
Yeah, books.
I guess.
We're gonna need a lot of books late game.
We've got an enchanting table already, so.
Yeah, but you enchant books. You don't just enchant tools. Are you fucking retarded?
Yes. When were you able to manually enchant books?
Like, since Minecraft?
I don't think enchanted books were always a thing. I think they were like 1.7. What are you playing in the background that's gonna get me copyright striked? Okay, yeah, that looks better in my head. Now it just looks like retarded. Let me just
Okay, so I was wrong, but
what?
still, books have been enchantable since 1.4.6.
Hey, come look at the barn and the front of the barn and tell me, does this look
Or
retarded?
rather, they've been enchantable since 12W49A, the snapshot.
All right. Come look at the front of the barn and tell me, does that look retarded?
Hey, fuck you.
Why?
Because I fucking said so. Fuck
That-
you.
That's gay.
Fuck you.
No, you.
Fuck you.
No, 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 you times infinity times LF null.
I seriously though, come tell me if this looks retarded. Just the front overhang section. I think it kind of
I
looks
don't
retarded.
even need to look at it to tell you it's retarded. I just know it's gonna be retarded already.
Just this front overhang.
It looks alright.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Like this is a
If I may
lot of
make a
stair work.
suggestion,
Continue.
at some point, you should try and get some spruce, and then we can make it look a bit weathered.
Mm,
That's my only complaint.
it has to be weathered.
I mean, I think weathered buildings just look better.
Mm. I guess in some cases, but I think I thought we were going for a renewed village look.
I mean, yeah, but when Amazon renews a pair of headphones, they don't remove the scratches.
Huh.
And other cosmetic damage. They just make sure it works and then they sell it.
Huh.
So I mean, renewed doesn't mean the village has to be perfect. It just means it can't be fucking destroyed halfway with cobwebs. I think having something look a bit weathered gives it some charm, personally.
Interesting.
Fuck you, zombie. Eat my sword, bitch.
I'm sure it doesn't find that very tasty.
He dropped an iron ingot. That's a skeleton. I'm good. Oh, I already had an arrow loaded into that, I guess. Fuck you, Meng. What the fuck? Skeletons can dodge arrows? They just get more and more overpowered every update.
What kind of pizdiats is this?
Some bullshit. Anyways, I killed the fuck out of that skeleton, so we're good.
Good job, comrade.
Today I learned you can kill a skeleton with 2 crossbow shots. Crossbow is now extremely overpowered. Which means I should probably make more arrows for it.
Well, that almost killed me. love how a lot of the. Wait, hold on. Let me just verify. All right, never mind. I was gonna say I love how a lot of the horses.
Also, I want there to be a big ass open window on the front.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Like a big ass window with no glass in it.
So spiders can get in? That was
We're gonna
perfectly
have-
timed.
I mean, we're gonna have torches inside the whole village, and after we build the town hall, you know, there won't be any spiders because we'll have fucking walls and shit.
True.
Remember, we're eventually going to completely tear down our above village house, and we're gonna live in the village.
I didn't agree to that. I thought we were gonna have one grand Soviet house that was gonna look over the village, and the villagers like the peasants they are. Why we live,
It's not the Soviet way, comrade.
comrade. It is the Soviet way. We make the workers work, and then we, the royalty, get all the benefits.
No, comrade. That is how our failures have happened. You see what happens when one class is more powerful than the rest? The rest are not too happy.
Just look at the U.S. It works just fine.
But the US is not communist.
You are right, comrade.
The US citizens had already agreed to that system by living there. They come to communism for a new chance at life,
Yes,
where
comrade.
their old system has failed them.
I think I can see the window up front, but it's gonna be like I'm gonna have an attic. There's probably gonna be like an attic to this barn or something, and I don't know. I'm gonna have the window above this section. You hear me?
Yeah, that's where I wanted it. But you know, cut out that 3 blocks that's there right now
Wait, what?
on the very top.
Well, I'm talking about the window was gonna be like above those blocks right there. Comrade, you just like
I'll make
ruins
this-
the design.
I'll make this easy for you.
Why? I don't want the window here. I was talking about like it's gonna be like a hold on. Let's say this is logs right here, right? And the window's gonna be above that.
The barn isn't going to be that tall.
I was planning on it being pretty tall because it's gonna
you
be
don't
like.
need an attic in a fucking barn. The hayloft is the attic, you fucking retard.
Well, it's not gonna have a flat roof. And unless you want the roof to curve in on the hayloft and give us like no walking space at all, the roof is gonna be above the hayloft.
What I was going to do is have the roof slope a little bit like it did on the original building and then have a flat top.
I mean, yeah, that works, but I did want a little bit of a slope, but above the hayloft again.
Yeah, and that's just going to be a big empty space. Because having a tiny, cramped, 2-block high attic is not the vision I had for this.
Hmm.
And there's really no fucking reason to have it.
Did you actually have a vision for this, or are you? Because I was sure that you were just going along with most of my design.
I had a vision that I let you mold. But yes, my vision mostly still stands almost exactly how it was originally.
You wanted to be completely out of wood.
Huh?
You wanted to make it completely out of wood.
Did I say that?
Yes, you actually wanted it to be entirely out of wood, and I was the one who suggested cobblestone as a frame.
I mean, that's fine. Again, you molded my idea.
Alright, just so we're clear.
Take it away.
Alright, the top,
Unless you want me to convince me that you did take it away so I can argue with you for half an hour about it again.
I don't think I want to argue.
Yeah. I didn't.
All right.
notice.
The loft floor is gonna be like the floor to quote ceiling distance is gonna be shorter than the bottom.
Okay, I want you to do one thing really quickly.
What?
Make the cobblestone 1 block taller and make that like the where the roof starts. 'Cause
Why?
what I want is I want the let me just cut this down really quickly.
I'm gonna go plant more trees.
Dude, there's a whole bunch of
Oh,
trees.
why are they
planted
over
down there.
here?
Because we're gonna cut them all down after we're done.
Oh, well, I'm on the ground now. Hey
I wanted
guys.
the trees to be in a I wanted the trees to be in a place where we physically could not afford to avoid cutting them down. So that way we couldn't just be lazy and leave them there.
I guess it worked.
So basically this is what I want right here. Just cut that down.
I'm turning all the bones in the bone meal.
Why the fuck is this going on? Don't.
Too late.
You retard. Why? Don't bone meal the fucking trees, you goddamn retard.
I need wood. Like now.
Alright, fine. Bone meal the fucking trees. See if I care.
You obviously cared because you tried to stop me and failed.
I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just kill you right where you stand.
Oh my womo. Shinderu. Nani? Why, Nico?
Because these are my trees. I planted them.
Okay, but the bottom block ensures that you'll reach the top block. And oh, I just dropped my mouse.
Retard.
If for anybody that doesn't understand the concept of dropping my mouse, I have a piece of wood that sits in my lap, and my keyboard and mouse sit on it. And if I tilt my legs the wrong way, the mouse will slide off of the board.
Translation for those of us that have money. He's a peasant.
I'm not a peasant. I just put my money into the hardware and not the extras. Like, I don't have very good monitors. All of my money rests in this oversized tower right here. Oh, I'm starving. I feel like if the Sims mod was multiplayer, we'd do well with it. You know what mod I'm talking about, Simulcraft?
Is it not multiplayer compatible?
Mm-mm. The person who joins the server can't actually see the Sims or interact with the blocks.
That's really fucky.
Yeah, the mod I think was abandoned. Let me just reference that. Simulcraft Reloaded is what it is now. 1.7 is the highest I think it goes.
1.7 was a good version range.
Yeah, because that's where all the mods are.
Yeah, I found out that a lot of modders got really disheartened after they found out that 1.8 was coming out. They were like, I'm sick of updating my fucking mods all the time. Fuck this, I'm out. Hey, comrade.
Yes, comrade.
Give me all the wood you have.
Hold on, comrade. I'm looking up Simulcraft. Oh. Okay, so as of May 13th, 2019, Simulcraft has another author, and he's working on a 1.12 version. But the version that's up on his site isn't reloaded, and it's only for 1.614. Why did you hit me off of the... What?
You're waiting with the crossbow, aren't you?
No, my crossbow broke.
Stupid.
My crossbow broke, but prepare to die!
Fuck you!
Just accidentally silence your XP.
Fuck you, man. I don't know why, but every time I die, I get super disoriented and
You.
like, run around in circles for a second, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to go over there.
I've noticed. You said this too. You're like, where did I die? When you know perfectly well where you died, your brain just like stops working. Oh, so you're approaching me. Dude, the way you just looked up at me for a second, just like, I'm gonna get you. And I know it's coming too. Oh dear. What are you doing? Oh,
You'll see.
are we gonna have ladders or stairs into the loft?
I think ladders would probably be better.
Alright.
Because this whole place is going to be filled up with horse stalls.
I mean, you're gonna have the pathway from the entrance to the end. It's only gonna be the sides of their horse stalls. I have so many saplings. I've got 63, so I'm just gonna go plant them all.
Actually, I think we should do a circular slab staircase at the end of it.
Huh. I was just thinking we have a...
3 by 3.
I was just thinking we have a split staircase where you can go up under it, and then there's entrance to like 2 more stalls. The area just beyond the village is gonna turn into a forest. Alright, don't touch any of the saplings that are just beyond the village. I just want to see how those turn out once they're all grown. Oh no. Comrade. I saw you coming at me too. That's the funny part.
Fuck you.
You hit a wolf. Dang it. Ah! You're killing your wolves, you tard. Ah! You just couldn't let it rest, could ya?
You killed me! I didn't even kill you!
You knocked me off of the house and then hid!
Oh, that dog I killed was one of mine?
Yes, it was.
Teleporting because you were trying to kill me.
I only landed like a few hits and it didn't attack me, what?
Yeah, so when I was mining the gravel, I was actually making arrows.
You... Look at our problem.
What? Leave it.
It's huge!
We can plant crops around it and it'll look good. We could... Okay, well now it's gotta go.
Why?
There's other trees around it.
Well, I'm about to chop the other trees down.
But, you know, that whole mess is your responsibility now.
Except the large tree.
No, all of it.
I'm not chopping down the large tree.
And I guess we're just gonna have a half fucking cut down large tree in the middle of the fucking.
I'm
camp.
not gonna cut it down at all. It's just gonna stay there.
Then I guess we'll have a tree with a shitload of fucking ugly ass leaves hanging off of it.
Nah, I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll decompose properly.
That's the thing. There is no pattern with leaves in this game. There's like, I think, a square box around every log that tells the game what can decay and what can't.
So the extra leaves will eventually just kind of decay.
Yeah, but the
Oh.
thing is
Oh,
that
no.
the external logs will keep some of the leaves that don't belong there.
We accidentally grew like a second big. Was that you? Are
Yeah.
you okay? Because you just caused a humongous lag spike. I was wondering how you're doing that. You're shearing them for no apparent reason. Yeah, there's two big trees here, so we're just gonna kind of leave them. Actually, is this a big tree? It very much was, but now it's not.
Just put the wood back, you fucking retard.
It just trimmed it, and then I'm gonna put the leaves over it.
I'm gonna trim this edge over here. That actually doesn't look half bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a super massive, like extra big oak tree.
It's a super
we'll
oak.
Call it, we'll name it.
Let's name it Jerry.
No.
Aww.
Jerry is the name of that fucking retard from Rick and Morty. He's a total sponge.
How about Bob?
I was thinking we could name it fucking Idrisil.
It's not big enough to be Idrisil.
Yeah, but you know, I just think it's a cool name. Plus,
I mean-
it has relevance in this game in particular.
Does it really?
Yes, because did you know that the authentication system in this game is called Idrisil?
I had an inkling of. I knew there was the Idrisil popped up in the code of the game itself, but I just wasn't sure in what context it did.
Yeah, it's the authentication system.
Idrisil,
Not sure why
Idrisil,
they
the
named
authenticator tree.
system after the world tree, but you know.
Idrisil, the authenticator tree. The forest hasn't started to grow yet. Ah. Not enough wood. You need to come replace the freaking gravel that you destroyed.
There is a copy of Idrisil, or a fork. I don't really know if Mojang keeps their Idrisil source open,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a fork or a copy or whatever of it called Mjolnir.
Huh.
And it's an entire copy of the Mojang authentication system that you could even adapt clients to use.
Is it different?
No, the only thing that would differ to an average Minecraft client, or I mean just a Minecraft client, would be that it would, you know, authenticate with a different host name.
Oh, so Mjolnir and Idrisil are just the same program, just different names.
No, Idrisil is both the program and the server working together. That's what Idrisil is. There's a server component and a client component. And as far as I know, the server component has never been released by Mojang, so he probably reverse engineered it by studying the responses.
But Mjolnir is... What is Mjolnir? The program? For the server? I'm retarded right now. I'll have to stop moving because I got something and started cleaning out my ear because I felt a lot of crap in it and it was irritating me. I overproduce wax in my ears for some reason. I don't quite understand why. It's just something that happens. My spit glands are also pretty overactive too.
Oh, never mind.
What?
So Yggdrasil, the server part, is actually a Ruby library.
Huh.
Oh, never mind. There
Are you
is
okay?
there is a Ruby library, but it's for use with custom launchers, and it lets you authenticate with Mojang servers.
Are you high?
No. Why?
I don't know, you're just acting dumb. Like you'll say something and then you've gone back on what you've said like 3 different times in the span of 10 seconds.
I took down the ladder on the side of the barn next to the entrance.
How was it building access? So I could get onto the stoop.
Yeah, well, there's like 3 other ways to get to that.
Yeah, but that means I gotta go inside.
Yeah, well, fuck you. It looks ugly.
Feels bad, man.
You're making Pepe angry.
Feels bad, man.
God damn it. I keep
What?
constantly running out of food. We need to set up a stable food source.
I mean, you could start building to the right of the farmhouse. Or start farming to the right of the farmhouse. While I'm building the farmhouse. But that's not the right of the farmhouse. I mean, I guess it is, but I meant the other right. The farm's supposed to be over here. Because there's like a lot more room for it. So we can have a bigger farm. Nico, stop digging! Oh, okay, I thought you were still digging. Okay, my bad.
Fuck off.
Or
I'll say the N-word.
Please don't. Did I just robot?
A little bit.
Like, I can hear myself.
God damn it.
I've been able to hear myself for a while. It just hasn't really been irritating. I just heard me roboting on your end, so.
I can't wait.
Wait for what?
Next month.
Oh, your RAM?
No, my RAM's coming in a couple of days.
Oh. Then what's next month?
Next month is when I'll finally be able to afford a really great pair of Sennheisers.
Huh.
Because I'm like a horny bitch for Sennheiser. They are like the best headphones you can get. And yes, they are better than Sony Studio headphones. I don't give a fuck what people think.
I mean, I'm just using Logitech's right now, so I ain't got no room to talk. Also, Nico, why haven't you filled in the floor yet? We literally have several horses trapped in this hole thanks to you.
Why haven't I built in what?
Why haven't you filled the floors back in?
Oh.
You are a tard!
uh,
5.
Tesla's salty.
5. How large should the stalls be? I'm thinking a 5x5, like space-wise, and then we have 2 horses per stall.
No, you wouldn't put 2 horses in a stall
Why?
because they'd kick the shit out of each other.
I've seen 2 horses in a stall before, and I've been to a horse farm.
Yeah, and so have I. There's one here in California.
Well, what? You want me to make the stall smaller then?
Just make the stalls like fucking 2x3.
I still want to give it that forward dimension, like, because if you come inside, you'll understand.
Make it 2x3 with the long part facing. But basically, just give me the fences and I'll show you what I'm talking.
I'm not using fences. I'm building an actual like stall. Oh, that lines it perfectly, actually.
Gib wood. Oh my, this is an epidemic.
you're saying. Fix it.
No, I'm just gonna shove more horses into it.
Why?
Stop resisting! Get in the hole!
You sadistic faggot!
I don't think those words work together.
You never know.
I pranked somebody so hard on a faction server one time.
Oh no.
I dug under their base, just random holes, and then I threw chicken eggs until it spawned a chicken, and then I covered the holes back up. So whenever they went in their base and they walked around, they would just hear chickens all the time. And you know, it doesn't sound like an epic prank, but after a while, those chickens start to get really fucking annoying.
Oh, I'm not chopping that tree down anytime soon.
And guess what they found when
What?
they found out I had chickens
What?
under their base? I had surrounded the chickens with 2 blocks wide of obsidian.
Yep.
So it was a real fucking pain in the ass for them to dig to the chickens. And it was also spherical, so basically no matter how you went about going into it to kill the chicken, you had to mine 3 to 4 blocks of obsidian to reach it.
It's a big ol' rip.
And I planted about 10 chickens this way under their base. Mind you, this faction server didn't have custom enchants either. So the most they could get was a fucking efficiency 5 pick. But they didn't even have that. They had vanilla diamond tools, and that was it. This was also the clan that kept trying to raid us, so I felt justified doing it.
Fix the hole, Ika!
No.
I can't build stalls!
I don't have enough dirt to fix it. I mean, I could make the hole bigger if you want.
What? Why? Stop it! No.
No, my shovel broke. God damn it.
Stop trying to make the hole bigger. I'm trying to build stalls and you're getting in my way. I want to finish this freaking building already.
Fuck you. Where the fuck did my saddle go? It doesn't matter. Oh, you took the saddle off your horse too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably to prevent Logan from stealing it.
Actually, I just did that.
Oh, then I'll just kill you and take it.
Why? It wasn't
Because I don't know where
because
mine
of you.
is.
Go check the chest. Stop being a douche. Like, instead of being dumb, be proactive and actually go check the chest where it's most likely at. If not, then it's on Logan's inventory. And you might want to do your little alt trick to get it out. Because Logan might have taken it. Could you stop? Could you don't?
Tesla's angry. Me gusta. Oh, I don't know where that other arrow went. Uh-oh.
I think I had a great idea for the house.
You mean that house we're gonna tear down?
Yeah, I have a great idea of what, like, what to build in its place.
No, we're not gonna build anything in its place. That's going to be a wreck of a house.
Why?
Because, comrade, there will be no ruling class. It will be total anarchy.
I want the good house.
Yep, we can build good house inside village. Fuck you.
Comrade.
I have plans for